Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
MSD Production.
7 Mile Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me get crispy. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Mr. Detroit on the Detroit Stand Up Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Mr. Detroit on the Detroit Stand Up Podcast. We got another married black man conversation. Extraordinaire is in the building. God bodies in the building. Knowledge in the building. Solution base is in the building. I need everybody to tap in. Mugu got pan. How you feel over there, man?
Great. What's up, brother? You
Good to see you. Mr. Sam, I am.
Hey, man, I'm just happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Detroit representing all up and down and everything.
Oh, for sure.
Man, terrible season.
Yeah. It was a struggle to put this on.
Man.
Hey, they wrapped up another guaranteed top 5 pick.
Oh, yeah, that don't mean nothing. We gonna find a way to mess that up.
Mr. Justin, how you feel over there?
Excellent. Good
to see
evening.
you. Good to see y'all, man. How was y'all week, first of all? How was your week?
I'm living the dream, man. I got the draft this week. Being a good dude with my son. Being a good dad, just taking him around and see stuff. So I'm feeling great.
Got you. D Cheese, how was your weekend coming off your week and everything?
Oh man, restful. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to, get some rest in. Dealing with the kids and the other kids, and just keeping everybody straight.
Restful. I'm envious. I get some rest.
A little bit. well, rest is like 3 hours. So you get 3, you good.
And how was your week, Justin?
I was good. Everybody's prospering. So
There we go.
Excellent.
God, you see how the conversation just exude God body. I asked Sam how was his week. He went straight into to building nations. D Cheese at the building nations. My man Justin, building nations. See, when you ask a married man that's on top of his business and doing this shit, it's always building.
Okay.
And when I say building, it's like it's more than us. We not looking at it from a single point of view. Okay. Everything that we do is as far as team.
I'm with that.
So when I ask y'all how y'all doing, it's team. When I was coming over here, you was hitting me up. D Cheese hit me up. Justin hit me up. And everything was accordingly like business, like as married men supposed to do. And so, and this hypeness that I came in with that who got me going? Mark asked me something. Blame it on me. No, Mark, you asked me a simple question like, what's the name of the topic? That's you asked me. What's the name of the topic?
Yeah.
And you just opened up. Came in hot.
Came in super hot. And I should have came in like low. You know what I'm saying? But I came in blazing and everything.
No, that was organic. It was real.
Yeah, it's too real. We wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, and I really think in 2024, man, because I'm looking at stuff from always looking from a God body standpoint. God, they got married black men fucked up out here, man. They got us thinking that like I said before, they got us thinking that we are them and they are us. When I walk into the room, I separate myself from especially ignorant people, ignorant single people. Ignorant single men that don't know how to conduct their business or how to mediate, do anything of that. I separate myself from them, so when I have conversations with them, they think they can come into the light, and I gotta push them out of my light. Like, nah, my boy, get in that darkness over there and sit your ass down.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of hype on that because I see a lot of especially single men that don't know how to be a man, give me their opinion. And sometimes, I listen to it 90% of, about 20% of the time, 80% of the time I shut that shit down.
Okay.
So I don't know how y'all go about doing it, but God, I think they got married black men fucked the good ones that's doing it right.
Okay. I think I see where you're going with this.
Can you run me a prevent defense sound right quick?
I got this. You know what, D Cheese? I'm I want you to go first because you smooth brother. Because I thought I was gonna be hot, and no, DB got me beat. So please, for the sake of it.
Hey, like we was on. It was just me and him last time, right? Me and DB. So the whole thing is that you find them teachable moments. I mean, they there, especially when people when you was dealing with your people, your boys, or whoever, your big brothers, your OGs, or whatever. They made them teachable moments. They was talking about stuff, and you was like, you got a chance to kind of like smoke it over before it happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So, they just teachable moments, man. It's like, I'm pretty sure at some point I was probably talking reckless. That was probably like the, what do we call that? The Shameless era.
Yeah. Okay.
The Shameless era was, boy, I mean, it's what it was. But at the end of the day, you come out of that and you like, all right, that's what that's like. That's not what I want. I want this. And, just trying to do the things that don't compromise yourself and compromise your what you building. That's the biggest thing.
I'm with that. And Justin, please go ahead before I talk. Met me. I know what's gonna happen.
Well, all right, man. The honest truth. For me, it's like you got to know your audience. All right, and what I mean by that is it's a lot of guys out here that just really they can't be cultivated. They don't want to be cultivated. They might not even have what it takes. That's just the honest, brutal truth. So you got to know the difference because it take a lot of energy to spend to explain and and to shed light in a lot of situations, because it's and you know how it is, man. Once you open the door to folks with your spirit, you know what I'm saying, they try to start draining you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
And then you got to know, is it a reciprocal relationship? So for me, I don't waste too much time. But for those that are willing to follow in the ways, to enter the dojo and get
I'm with that.
the teachings, you be more than happy to share because you really want everybody to win. You want, it helps the community as a whole when every link is stronger. So, but I think the challenge is once you get to that point, you decide you want to. I think that's where D Brown is struggling, and it's like, he don't want to use the kid gloves necessarily. He want to just like strong arm, and, what I'm saying?
Right. But I'm with
you gotta have patience, you know what I'm saying? And so that's my first number one I guess virtue with it. But secondly, I would say it's a privilege to be in this fraternity, and you got to treat it like such. And so you got to make sure that you help guys kind of weed themselves out because they don't need to be giving us a bad name, man.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. And I hear you, and I agree with you 100,000%. So I'm going to be Sam for a second. Sorry. Before I even start, I want to give Mark his props because Mark, you've been on it A1 day one, and I'm a fan. And the last time I left here, I did the most dangerous thing you can do on anyone's podcast, on anyone's thing. And this is what you do. I read the comments, and I get it. It sucks. This whole thing is it's all right. This whole thing is like this, guys. I'm putting it all on Front Street. The Married Man Podcast. We're not marketable. Everyone thinks we're lame. We crazy because we said I do. However long we said I do again. I read some more comments, and it was a bunch of negativity. I cried in the shower. Yeah, I did because
most of it was probably towards Dave. That's what you got to understand.
No, but it was one that hit me in my heart where I was just kind of like, no, you missing the point. It was like, what y'all gonna do if y'all cheat? For starters, we're not. I mean, it's like, what y'all do if y'all had these? And I've read all of these, weird hypothetical situations, and I think that's where it was coming from. So, to whoever wrote that, I don't remember who wrote that. Let me talk about cheating for a second. Don't do it! Here's the rule about being married. You could live your life, you could build a kingdom, you tear it down to the studs, when you build it right back up, you make some cool stuff happen, and you ain't got to step up. Stop doing sucker shit. Cheating is sucker shit.
That's easy.
It's just what it is. Because, when I read that in the comment, it hurt my heart because I'm like, nah, dog. You got 4 brothers who All right, look, I'll be upfront with you. I use a lot of sports analogies. Yo, I ain't gonna get you a ring. I get you the playoffs. Yeah, I get you the playoffs. I'm not getting you a ring. You're gonna have to do some of this work yourself.
Sound. I don't know, but I got you, guys. It's gonna be somebody talking about Dave. Sam said he ain't getting you. No,
I'm not. I will coach you to the playoffs. Everything else got to be you. You got to have that Game 7 energy. But the best thing, I'm reading these comments and I'm just seeing all this like hurtful stuff. And it was, a couple sisters in there. I looked at my sisters in the chat. They were just like, see, this is what. Stop putting me on the pedestal. I'm not that good. I'm C+ husband at best. But we will get you there because I didn't bump my head a lot. And this is. And a lot of these dudes, I get them because I used to be them. Everyone wants to recreate the wheel or they want to have their own ideas and stuff like that. So that's why you give the worst case scenarios in these comments. And I was just like, no, it ain't got to be that bad. All right. And I would never call nobody out without doing something myself, without, putting myself in that situation.
Right.
Yo, when I was about 20-something, I had all the answers. I had all of them. I could have cured cancer over the weekend.
I had them too.
Yo, I was it. You should have saw me, man. Man, I came out there with that Pelly sweater and the all white Reeboks. This is way before I got into Adidas. But this is I came out and you couldn't tell me nothing. Mm-hmm. Every time somebody even mentioned my name, it was present or future tense. He's going to be the future. Mm-hmm. They don't do that no more. They just don't. They all learn. But when I had to take a step back, I had to be humble. I had to learn that, I was wrong about a lot. I was right on some things. Mm-hmm. But the more I was wrong about, that's why I had to go to those OGs. That's why I had to look at these people for little stuff paying bills, balancing a checkbook. A long time ago, there was this thing called checks, and you had to break out that book. So no, I get it. Some millennials watching right now. I got my phone out too. But
I don't remember.
All right, yeah, be nice in the comments. I guess that's what I was getting at. DB, am I somewhere in the ballpark?
Yeah, because your wife said she'd give you a B+. So what did you talking about? You talking about C?
No, I am. I grade on the curve.
Okay, I got you. I'm just looking at what the wife said.
Yeah, I grade on the curve, man.
So that's damn near like an A. But go ahead, I got you, Sam.
Yeah, but that's what you gotta do. I thought I knew everything, and that's kind of how I assume some of them young boys been coming up to you y'all don't know what y'all talking about, or you as in YEU, you Soldier Boy, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but the majority of the time, I sit back and I let them talk, and as you get to talking, and the more you get to talking, if you talk for about 15, 20 minutes with me, I can kind of figure you out. I can gauge you real quick.
That's what I was going to say. It don't take that long to sit back and observe what's
words,
coming out their mouth.
Words and movement and all that type stuff and what you passionate about.
Evidence.
It's a beat. Once you drop that beat, I know what type of music, what type of time you on. Oh, yeah. I know if you going to listen to that Skilla Baby. I know you listen to that Sada Baby. I know you're going to listen to Nas. So I know once that beat drop, I already know what direction they going in. So it's only right when I sit back and I listen to it and I'm like, damn, man, it's hope. Because if you fuck with me, I'm going to give you hope when there's no hope. Right. So if you looking for hope and you come to me, I'm giving it to you. Don't come to me because I'm going to give you a solution. I'm solution based because I got too many people looking at me as a black man and as a married black man and all of us around. So when I'm kicking it with D Cheese, and I ask D Cheese certain stuff, I know D Cheese is gonna give me whatever you're gonna give me from the heart. Just in the same way, you the same way. So all of us has built this core where if I get into a situation and I'm hurt, and just Sam just having to come up, I know I can break bread with Sam.
But that's the thing. Some of these young boys can't do that. They not there where they have to is one of the most hurtful things I ever seen where people will be like, oh, I'm a man, I'm a this, I can't show emotion, I can't show pain, I can't show I'm hurt, I can't show... No, talk that shit up because I don't want a fucking heart attack because you hurt me. No, man, I don't bring that up. And some of the stuff is everyone want to game the system. That's just what it is. Some things are... the hardest things to do is sometimes the most correct. Everybody want their cake and eat it too. Right. I keep going back to that comment about the cheating thing. Every every dude who's ever cheated on their girl, and vice versa, every girl who's cheated on their dude, never wanted to have a conversation. And that conversation is hurtful. In that conversation, I'm not getting X from you, whatever that X is. So instead of having that conversation, let me do some sucker shit. Let me go out here and do that. And that's some
Lack
young
of
boy.
courage.
That's some young boy stuff. Yeah.
And I think when it's inaction, like you said, it's just being stagnant,
Yeah.
or taking the wrong step toward solving a solution. And what you said about how you just you solution based, so you hear cats out here and they complaining about their girl or their situation. You like, all right, bro, like, all right, what you gonna do, bro? You gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Or maybe you should look at doing this so the next time you see them, they doing the same thing. They still complaining about the same thing, and it's the same thing. It's
Exactly.
like inaction or taking some other action that don't resolve the issue. You know what I'm saying? And that's
People
how I
are
am.
more
I'm gonna say
reactive
something.
than proactive.
There it
Reactive
is.
or
You know what I'm saying?
proactive.
That you want to wait until the problem presents itself to the point where you ain't got nothing to do but solve it, as
Right.
opposed to trying to do what you need to do to prevent the problem from happening in the first place.
Right, and it's frustrating when you trying to share a nugget or a gem with somebody and they not listening.
Man.
So then you just stop sharing.
But then this is how you present it too. So like, you in a situation where, you know, you're dealing with one of your, you know, one of the young dudes at your job or whatever. And again, you know, like, if you're gonna be around these people, it's like, all right, well, I don't want to be around no sucker shit. So I'm gonna game this guy up so we ain't around all that. I mean, they either listening or not, and then at that point, you just gotta, you know, retract. You gotta be like, all right, I put the olive branch out.
But sometimes that's the reason altogether. I mean, I don't know how y'all feel, but you know, you got cats to say, well, you know, you don't come around or you don't do this.
Oh yeah,
you
they
know?
get you saying that. Or you
And-
don't check on me.
You know, and that's the only solution for me. Sometimes is just kind of stay in a smaller circle
You're not
when
wrong.
it don't fit.
You know what it is, and I'll put myself under that microscope. Y'all too. Y'all, all three of y'all. We OGs, right? And it's something I had to learn. And y'all can look deep inside y'all's soul and see if y'all need to learn this too. Be curious, but don't be judgmental. Like, I want to hear, because I got that a lot. Hey, Sam, you ain't come around no more. You ain't do this, you ain't do that. Be curious, not judgmental. Because I'd be the first one to say, I didn't do no sucker shit. You know, I put it on the table right now. I thought this was a good idea. Long time ago when I was out there in them streets, all three of them. Yep, grinder, grass shit, and 8 Mile. Those are the streets I was on. All three of them, those are the streets.
Right.
So when I was out there in those streets, those three of them, I used to have this thing where it was foolproof because I was stupid. But it was foolproof before I messed with any girl. You know, when you, here's the foolproof date, real talk. This is a good idea and 2 bad ideas right after. I would take this young lady out for coffee. Starbucks, Bigsby, Dunkin' Donuts, whatever. Because the most expensive thing in there is about $10 and you can't hide behind money. So if I can stand your company, however long it take me to finish this coffee, we straight. And great idea. Please use that, young heads.
That's a nice test.
Yeah.
Second off, had another test. The test I used to throw out. And this is, I don't really know if y'all can use this to this day, but, you know, whatever, find the equivalent. I used to ask the young lady, who do you like best? Jodeci or Boyz II Men? The reason that question was so polarizing is because, hold on, hear me out. You gotta hear me out.
Go ahead, run your defense, Sam.
I gotta hear this one.
Hold on.
You gotta know.
You can only pick one.
Right.
If they pick Jodeci, I know I'm dealing with a toxic individual off rip because all of the lyrics of
She in them
every
three
Jodeci
streets.
song, she was for the streets. Meanwhile, you pick
All
Boyz
Jodeci
II Men,
songs is on the streets.
every last one of them. Quiet as kept, the 5th member of Jodeci was cocaine. They don't tell you that. But but real talk, if you said Boyz II
love
Men,
it.
I knew I had it made in shade because you listen to a Boyz II Men song, it was about getting the girl Motown Philly back again. You
Burt
clean cut,
And Burt
doing a
loved Boyz II
little
Men.
East Coast, yeah. But Exactly. Am I lying? Am I lying?
So they listen
I was just
to
trying
it
to give
at
him the background
home.
music.
Yo, real
The
talk.
background
They
music.
listen at
I
home,
get-
right? And they listen
get
to
the
it
analogy,
on.
though.
Yeah,
I
but
like it.
but Jodeci start off stalking. I've been watching you for so very long, trying to get my nerve up. I'm like, whoa, dog, hold up.
Hey, she might be halfway back.
Halfway done. All of this is going on in his head. You fast forward the track. Oh, I wish I could grab you. Tell you what you mean to
I
me.
feel you.
This man done had a full-on relationship in his head.
Hey, look, I'm not mad at this.
obsession.
All right, Sam is a smart man. I know this. I know this to be true.
Man, you crushed
all
my old
right?
Jodeci love thing,
And
man.
but that's very scientific.
Yeah.
So I got to give you props on
Yeah,
that.
but I was
dope.
wrong as shit because my wife, the woman I married, she looked at me while I was drinking my coffee, said Jodeci, unapologetically. Yo,
She like to
At
be
that
stalked.
time, your wife went for the streets, wasn't
oh my God, I thought that in my heart.
From them three. From
Yo,
them three.
man, like stuff started adding up. Like I would drop her off. I was like, no, I can't even drop you off at night. I was just like, no, I just didn't know. Like everything I did was judgmental. So that's why I said we got to be a little bit more over time. I got curious and I learned some cool stuff. I probably would have missed out on some good stuff. Because I was so convinced with that. It's such a good idea. The Jodeci Boys to Men thing. I don't know how you were using that, but that's what it was. And she said, when she said Jodeci, man, it was like,
No,
it was judgment.
It worked through your dating life. When
was
it was time to
judgment.
move
It
to
was
the next
judgment.
level. When it was time to move to the next level,
Nah, still
it would no
judgment.
longer work.
Still judgment. Like real talk to
You know
this
what I'm saying?
day.
Yeah, I mean, you use that to move to
It
the
got
next
into
step.
it was time.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. Every time I've ever listened to a Jodeci song with her, like even to this day, you could put on one tonight. I'll look at her and be like, "See, that's that bullshit." like it's still in me. So I know it's wrong, but the whole point is, as OGs, as big brothers, we gotta put that Jodeci
give
shit
them
aside, and we gotta be like more curious than judgmental.
Yeah,
That's real.
No, that's definitely. Like
I'm
you
gonna
said,
read these comments later.
get
yeah.
them-
like
Because the
that.
comments going crazy.
Get them
I
to
love
listen,
it.
man.
I
I
love
mean,
it.
what you gonna say to get them to listen,
Yeah. So,
or to hear your point?
right. So let me ask you, and it's just off the this is a sidebar. So the comment that I threw out there to y'all last week, if you wasn't married, what age would you date? From the lowest to the highest, if you wasn't married. And you married, and you at your age right now. What's the, because you not, Justin not married right now.
yeah.
D Cheese not married. Sam not married. You know what my dumb ass did? Last week on the podcast, Mark, I said, if I wasn't married to Rita, I would manifest another person.
You did.
And the only thing Rita heard on the podcast was it seemed like she clicked on right then and there. And so I come in, and she was like, yeah,
Oh, dang.
what was that comment that you said? And I was talking about something trying to build up.
No.
And I was like,
You
listen,
tore down some shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
because the caller was like, what if you wasn't married? And I was like, no. He was like, what if something happened and you and the marriage didn't work out? I was like, I'm on this guy body shit. I'm like, man, if it don't work out, I can manifest another woman. And that's the only thing that
Man, her felt like, well, I ain't shit then. I'm like, you just gonna get another
Hey,
me.
that sounds too easy.
What Jay-Z said?
Like, yeah, that's
Okay,
exactly what I thought about.
make another
hove. Her
He said it's not
motherfucker
that
saying they
easy,
made
right?
hove.
Right,
Made
right.
hove
Make
say,
another
okay,
hove.
say, make another
That's
hove.
exactly what I thought of. When
Yeah.
you said that.
I said, damn, man.
You better than that, Dave.
Yeah, but when you
He
come
ain't
off
mean it
10,
like that. He ain't mean it like
and
that.
I had to go in there and repent. I'm like, listen, man, listen, it wasn't like that. That's why sometimes I don't need her to listen to the podcast, because I go left
He
in a
went
minute.
off script.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
provocative, get the people going. They laughing, but she in the background mean mugging.
Oh hell yeah!
So
That was a quiet ass ride home, wasn't it?
So what's the youngest? If you wasn't,
So I'm so my age now,
Right.
and I'm single. What age would I date?
yeah,
What's the oldest and the youngest?
Youngest, I would say probably 25.
that's what I'm talking about.
And I would
GDG.
say the oldest would probably be. From 25 up. From there,
He say,
that's
It's unlimited, huh?
I mean,
She could be
25,
60, 70, she's
26,
strapped and she got the
27.
mental.
I'm moving up. I mean, at that point, I don't think. I mean, you more likely somebody who got
It's
your
for
same kind
companionship
of
potentially, right?
said, but somebody,
You know what I'm
and see
saying?
somebody, or you in
I'm with
looking,
that.
if you looking for a whole nother relationship, and we gonna keep it progressing, and we gonna get married.
So Mugu got
You gonna go
pants
through
shit is
that.
unlimited, huh?
30. I mean, between 25 and up, I would say.
Shit, this nigga he ain't got no number.
See, the only thing about that, I thought about it.
But see the roof.
I thought
I
about
mean, there's
this.
a roof on it though.
So I thought about this. When he asked me that same question, I said the same answer. Well, I said 50 was the
Yeah.
oldest. First of all right. I would never get married again.
Yeah.
Because
That's where I'm at.
because I'm married to the person I'm supposed to be married
Right.
to. I
Yeah,
feel like
sure.
that's just the way it was supposed to be. And if it didn't work out, God
You see what he
forbid.
did, Dave? Do that next time.
Dude, he a Johnson, so of course he gonna flip it, bounce it, and remix it, and give me that Kanye with the ad libs on there.
I'm all right. I'm just saying.
That's smart, guy.
But here's the thing now. All right. So I'm also not having any more children. So this 25-year-old woman,
Yeah, she gotta be willing. She gotta be willing to be like.
This boy got the day's mathematics over there right now.
you feel me? Say less. Right? Go ahead.
All right, where I'm at. All right, to a guy whose wife is currently watching this right now.
Yeah. Please, Sam, don't say.
No.
Please, Sam.
I'm not gonna
And she
do
gave
it.
you a B plus.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do what you watch the C minus. Just show the fuck up right here.
And then you threw the Jodeci out there, so
Oh, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
come on
yeah.
now.
That you see how that grade is just
Yeah,
going
yeah.
down as I can talk, but fuck it, let's roll. Like I'm going 10-year. It's a 10-year curve with me. First of all, if something happened to her, I'm never getting married again. I'm walking the earth. I'm single, but the number 10 years because I use a lot of references in my talk. So I'm not talking to a dummy. I don't want nobody not from my generation. I don't want nobody who don't get none of these references. So I'm going 10 years below me or 10 years above me, somewhere in that range.
So she got to know what soul.
You got to know what
is,
some of these
man.
things are.
got
Exactly.
you.
So, but I'm walking the earth. I'm a regular UN. I don't really give a damn what Dr. Umar would hate me because I'm going to.
you going to the.
Oh,
He going to
I'm
Germany?
No. I'm spreading knowledge. So I'm just walking the earth.
What the fuck means spreading knowledge, Sam? That you
Oh.
you in Japan and you
You in
Why the
Why
hell
the hell not? It's gonna be a lot of freaking flyer miles. But like I'm doing that because and I'm coming in the game like this. Hey, first line of dialogue. Fuck that Jodeci Boys Men shit. Hey man, you will never get my heart because the woman who had my heart is 6 feet underground now.
Sam,
I'm coming in. I'm coming.
See how Sam he graduated. The game is graduated. See, he started with the different science in the beginning. It got him to marriage. Okay, God forbid anything happened to his wife, but he got the new graduated game.
That's where I'm going, man.
I like it.
I'm just walking the earth, and you come out with that first sentence, and the reason I'm doing that because
It's a old.
this is sucker shit, but at that time, you know, I don't really care anymore because I'm not married anymore. So the sucker shit is because if you got a quote real one, that girl will chase you. I can mend your heart. No, you can't.
Yeah.
I'm just being upfront with you. Hey,
Real talk.
I'm not gonna waste your time. Nah, look at these eyes. They're dead eyes behind here. All 4 of them. Like I got that 1,000-yard stare. It's like it just stop it. It's we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna go to the soundboard, watch John B. But other than that, we're not really doing anything of substance.
I think the lowest I would go is between, I would say 30.
Yeah, I like that.
And my cap would be might be like 45 or 40, something like that. So but of course it'd be some things I would be looking for because I can't be messing with just anybody.
Right. That's like I say. You just had your.
Yeah. So
that would be it.
either something happened. I throw that out there real quick. That's a disclaimer, real quick. Make it look good. Something happened and everything, and my heart is broken. It'll take me a while to get over it and everything, but I probably will find something and everything. So, but as a black man, married black man,
All right.
this just me. How many times do you cry a year? Because after a while, man, getting emotional and shit hurting with you, and you know, because somebody asked me like, married men cry. I'm like, listen, man, I can't like listen. This year I haven't cried, and it's not like I don't cry. I don't be looking for shit to make me cry. I be seeing a lot of men. Once again, that's not married. Single motherfuckers be breaking down crying like I know a dude that be crying like every week. I be like, dude, who the fuck cries every week?
Hold on, wait, what happened? Did something happen?
Yeah, what's going on in his life?
It has a lot going on. Dude got a lot going on in his life. Like I say, it's a lot of people battling demons.
Okay, I'm with that. And I'm a smart brother.
So when you dealing with certain stuff as a single guy, it's certain stuff that it's like triggers.
Okay, I'm with
So
that.
when you come to me and I'm solution based, and maybe I shouldn't have told him this. He was like, man, I'm emotional and everything, and I break down. I'm like, nigga, do 50 push-ups, bitch. And maybe my approach was wrong.
Yes. You know what's fucked up? I'm telling someone they're doing something wrong. I should never be on this side of the equation.
Because I know me.
I love it.
I know me. Like when shit fuck with me mentally, and I get, if I feel some type of way, I take it out. Like I find.
He might need to hear that shit though.
Yeah.
I need to go work out.
That shit
I need to
might
go
have
do
worked.
Something else.
Okay.
That
But-
shit might have worked though, DB.
But then next week he come to me and was like, DB, man, he at work like, man, that shit touched me. I say, see, this is what I'm talking
It
about.
worked.
You on that bitch shit.
Okay.
So how many times as a black man and you married do you cry, D Cheese?
Yeah,
Like when the last time you had a good cry, D Cheese? Like you went outside and just cried.
Don't keep a number.
It's niggas keep numbers, man. Like, hey man.
Okay. I'm starting to think it's that one dude, but all right.
No, it's
2023, man. No.
Okay.
I can't tell you not once.
Hold on.
Once. I will say once, and that was my brother. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It was connected to that. But like, if we talking about connected to some sucker shit,
Yeah. That's why I asked if something happened and somebody
that's a
died.
different story, right?
Okay.
If it's attached to some sucker shit, no.
All right, wait.
Somebody cuss you
what,
at.
what we crying about?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
All right, look.
that's what I'm saying.
I'll put mine on the table.
difference.
This is 2023 going into 2024. So NFC Championship game. Yeah, that bugged me so
Sam,
much.
come on,
that
man.
bugged
You
me.
fucking with me
It
right
really
now.
did. It really did.
You dropped a tear.
Oh, I had to, man. Yeah, when Gibbs fumbled, there was like, God
This
damn.
is sports related, and you fucking cry.
Hey, man. Sometimes you get into it. So that's one. And one of my homies got shot. Actually, I didn't cry when he got shot. I cried at the NFC Championship game. So that's one. Because he pulled through. So if he would have died, I would have finished crying. But
She said he definitely did.
Say pull through.
so NFC Championship game. There we are. At one.
Justin, when the last time you cried, man?
Man, real spit, man. I think I cried like last week, bro.
Okay.
I cried for my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's different though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
I was talking to the wife. Me and the wife was talking, and we having this conversation with my daughter about what college she gonna attend.
Oh.
And I think I touched on this the last time.
Yeah.
And
Does that count?
it count. You know what I'm saying? It's a real.
Okay,
You
well,
asked
yeah,
the question. You know what I'm saying? My
that's a
face was
reaction,
wet.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had the tears. They dropped down.
Yeah.
It was real.
It counts.
It
Because
felt
it was
good. It felt good though.
It was an
felt good.
accomplishment though
That's
of what
that's
you
That's a
created.
progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed to let that out. You know what I mean? In our relationships, life, I don't really cry because of my relationship or how she making me feel or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it maybe once a year, if it's real, but it ain't. It's not a quota.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It just happened when it happened.
As far as your boy at the job, that every week thing,
And me and him became closer because it was something personal that he told me.
okay.
So when he told me something personal, I had to make sure that, hey, listen, I got to look out for my brother, because I don't know what triggers the next step for him to do whatever he thinking or whatever he may do.
Right.
So when I come in, I'm always dapping him up, and when I walk up, I'm dapping him hard, and I'm like, pause. I'm dapping him up, and I'm hugging him like, brother, you good today? If we make this shit happen.
Okay, but that's the real shit.
Yeah.
So maybe he in the season, and God, I sound like Ike. All right, maybe he in the season.
You sound like Oprah Winfrey, huh?
No. I gotta give my boy Ike credit, because maybe he in the season where he need to get that shit up off of him, because last thing you want him to
Ike
do.
said it was the wind.
The last thing you want him to do is punch the clock with a 45.
Yeah.
So like if he needs to cry to get it up out of him, let him get that up out of him, because that's just cleansing. He probably don't have another way. Now for him to come up to you like you about to cry with him, that was a mistake on his part. That's like whatever your journey should be is your journey of your own. Like, so I get it. So like if you get in there and you gotta walk outside, boo-hoo a little bit, and that's the thing stopping you from killing me. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, get up off you. So yeah.
But I think the takeaway though, real spit, even though you was kind of firm and abrasive with
Oh,
him,
yeah, you
know what I'm
fucked
saying? But it touched him, like you said.
yeah.
But it's to talk to your brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to leave that space. Leave that space there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of cats is struggling out there.
And I think,
real.
I think majority of like the men that I know that's married, they not crying all the time.
Oh no.
They, like situations hit. All right, let me figure this
We got
out.
shit to do, man.
Yeah, do we? We ain't got time to be
ain't
crying,
got time
because
for that shit.
in the midst of like you in the battle, you can't be fucking crying. Like what we crying about, man?
Yeah, because there's no like definitive things. If we want to make this about a marriage situation, that goes right back to the foundation, because it should be a thing where it says like it's okay if you did cry, but don't do it.
Yeah.
It's like in a case of emergency, break glass or some shit like that. But like yeah, it's okay if you did, like, because that's unfortunately when you talk about the young dude, that's where leadership come in.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm stealing this from you, Jay. Communication. Everybody in my house know we have one goal. And this is what it is. I communicate why I'm doing certain things to my wife. Not like telling her, "Hey, woman, I'm doing this." And well, yeah, I am, but like this is why I'm doing this. Because I want everybody on the same page with me if we try to accomplish this goal. So if I do end up like your boy crying, we all crying. It's gonna be, we gonna buy some tissues because we did not accomplish our goal. But like we all cried in this place. But nobody cried, outside of the NFC championship. Yeah, but it was emotional time.
And the last thing is what I'm about to say. The last thing is, come on, Dave. I'm about to think of it. It's sad when I pause. I remember Mark told me, like, dude, you can't be paused in the middle of it. I'm talking about this, like, first 3 weeks and everything.
No, he a deep brother.
He said you can't pause.
Man, because he said you mess up, and I'm looking as I go. He said you mess up the flow and everything. And that was wisdom from him. Because I'll be going into situations, and Mark like, dude, you can't do that. You can't do that. And everything. And you learn.
It happens.
No, pausing too. But go ahead, Sam.
No, that was it. I'm done. It's like as far as your boy crying and stuff, he just going through something. You be the big brother. Be there for him.
Right.
Talk to him. Don't talk at him. That's how we got in this situation to begin with. Because I'm stealing from you, where you like God body and all this good stuff. Yeah, you wasn't always that. You used to be a weak nigga. Like we all were.
Tell him he might need to get some supplements too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because his testosterone could be low. So, you know what I'm saying?
Look at that right
Instead
there.
of just
That's a
doing
big
push-ups,
thing going on right
maybe he need to do some squats too, you know what I'm saying? Because the leg workouts actually increase your testosterone.
Do it. And break backs.
So
and
make sure he
babies.
got balance.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hold on, wait. Do you want him to make babies right now?
Well, he don't have none, so I'm always tell him go raw.
No,
But he has to go raw with the right person.
Yeah,
I don't want to be throwing that. Look, Mark, like this nigga raw.
See-
But I tell him always go raw. Guy, raw is the best way, but you got to go raw with the right person. Then connect.
but now you making these crying ass babies that he ain't even did what he was
That's a
supposed to
skill,
do.
man.
Yeah,
It's a
let's-
skill.
let's-
If
like-
it's not developed, you got to be careful.
All right, let me ask you this, man. Since we on the music tip,
Right.
you want another? His brother name always crying and shit. You want another Remy Shan? Jesus, that was a deep cut. If you thought I was gonna say Remy Shan today, oh my god, that just came out of left field.
What's Remy Shan?
Do your homework.
All right, gotcha.
Light skinned dude. All right, Christopher Williams type. Always crying and shit. You don't want that. You don't want him going raw making another one of those.
Not
really
another
not.
one of those.
So yeah, so let him work through it first. Actually, I'm gonna be that guy. You stay the fuck away from women. Because you can only damage yourself and us.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I rock the ring. But I don't want people linking me to you. So, fix what you got to fix. And don't get it twisted. You can cry. Just not in public.
All right.
Yeah.
Your wife said keep sweat.
That's going. That's going. See, that's some Jodeci people out there getting all in the chat. Ruining shit.
Oh man.
When y'all dealing with, when y'all have situations in your house, and I thought I put the note down, but as a married man, and these are the final quotes. How do you explain your journey? This is what I'm talking about right here. It came to me.
Okay.
My boy Ant is finna get married, and he came to me and he was like, "Dave, what's the secret of getting? Give me the secret of being married." See how you?
Oh, shit.
See?
And
So
so
why everybody busts out laughing when they
No.
ask you that shit, though?
Don't be no bitch.
because when I told him
Why we laugh,
that,
B?
because everybody think it's like a Shaolin, Wu-Tang versus Shaolin. I say, man, the shit is easy. Love that woman. God is love. Love is God.
That's
Okay.
hey,
It ain't simple.
yeah, it's simple
No, it's
like
not.
that.
Or you mean it is simple?
It is
It is simple.
Oh.
You find that woman, you love that woman. That's the easiest thing that you can do. And when you start loving somebody that you really love,
Yeah.
it becomes easy. It's like it's kind of like you planting every day. You going out there and you gardening it, and you gardening and you garden and you dig and you maturing the ground, and then you watching it grow up, and you like, all right, bet I'm here. And so he was asking me something that somebody else had told him. What's the secret of being married? And so, what is the most bullshitted shit that somebody told you? Advice before you got married that you like, man, this shit bullshit. The one that I heard was, and my homeboys like, that happy wife, happy life. That got to be the most raggediest shit in the world, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. As a married black man, and we having this conversation, you pick that woman like you are the prize.
Yeah.
That woman is not the prize. Justin is the prize. D Cheese is the prize. Sam is the prize. You know why you the prize? Because you're gonna lead your family to the next generation of greatness. And be honest, it don't have nothing to do with that woman. It has something to do with you. Because if that relationship doesn't work, it's gonna fall on Sam, Justin, D Cheese. That woman is never gonna come up.
Damn. That's some real shit, Dave.
I'm with that because happy wife, happy life. I know that's bullshit, but because it's
So what? The man don't mean nothing.
that's what I got. Man, that's terrorism. Happy wife, happy life. Yo,
Sam?
yo, it is. What type of gangster shit is that? Hey, make me happy. Make me happy.
Or else.
Or else, exactly. That's terrorism, dog.
But when we in this European mindset, as we ain't dealing with America, they push that shit. Happy wife, happy life. Make sure that you do this. Make sure. And so when I start hearing the older gentlemen, first of all, they gave me wisdom, but some of the wisdom that they gave me was bullshit.
Yeah.
And so I start looking at, and I'm like, okay, they sit on the porch looking bold as a motherfucker, but they married. I'm like, man, I don't want to be married and be looking miserable and be looking bold, out of shape.
Oh, for sure. I've seen a lot of people do that, and I just want to put it like this. And this is me. When you asked about the advice we got, pretty much, I got bad advice from somebody giving me good advice.
What?
It's like this.
Sam always got
No, it's like, yo, if it rhymes, it's full of shit. Happy wife, happy life. It's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the other one? Oh, yeah. If the glove don't fit, it must have quit. You know, whatever. If it rhymes, it's bullshit. So I got hit with all of those hours before I said I do. And one of the old heads pulled me aside. He said, "You want the real secrets? There is no secret. That's the secret. There is no secret.
Yeah.
You want the real?" And today, I could give this. Stop doing sucker shit. Zero sucker shit. That's not exactly a secret, but the less sucker shit you do, the better you'll be off.
And it don't rhyme either.
Yeah, it don't rhyme.
that's
There you
real.
go. Zero sucker shit. There you go.
I mean, for real. I mean, you hit it right. You gotta learn that part though. You're gonna try a little bit here and there when you earlier on, but as you learn and you figure like, you know what, I could smooth this road out if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I could smooth it out. Now, some people who they in love for the drama. I gotta have some type of controversy with my shit. Some people with that, but me, I like to keep rolling and not really have no issues. You know what I'm saying? And as they arise, you know what I'm saying, I'm already cultivating the answer for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I think, you're going to learn. You're going to have that bumpy road first. But then when you find out how to lay that road, you're going to be like, all right, I done rolled through the roughest terrain. Now I know how to smooth this shit out.
Oh, for sure.
And you put them things into action to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't have no silver bullet. I'll be honest. I mean, but I'll say a couple of things. What you said is real. You just love her. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
And that's important because the way I look at it, love, you said God is love, love is God. I love that because when you think about it, everybody wants to be forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Everybody wants forgiveness. If you might not want it today, you want it in your final hour, for sure, right? And so if you just want to be more God-like, then you have to forgive people because that's what we want from God. Yeah. So if you just look at it from like that, there's really nothing that can happen in a marriage if you're not committed to being like that with somebody where you're going to die with this person. If you're not committed to that, you really should be able to get through it, honestly. So that's my first point. The second point I will make is the best advice. I like that. If it rhymes,
it's bullshit. Yeah,
that's probably true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that make these wives happy out here is crazy and toxic.
Cliche as hell.
Crazy and toxic. You'll find yourself on the side of the freeway somewhere doing something you ain't supposed to do just to make her happy.
Yeah.
So be careful with that.
Look, I said this in the first meeting of the marriage, guys. This is how you make a wife happy. This is how you do it. You ready, guys?
Let me go
But you got to figure this. You got to figure this out.
I need these fireballs.
Oh, here it is. Here it
come
is.
in when Sam say what he said.
Solve this riddle.
It's a riddle.
Why is pizza served as a circle, cut up in triangles, and put into a square box? You figure that out, you can figure out what makes a woman happy. That's just what it is.
I'll say that again, Sam.
Why is pizza made in a circle, cut up in triangles, and served in a square box? Figure that one out first, then you have all the answers how to make a woman happy.
And we appreciate y'all.
That's how you hear.
Closing thoughts. That's it right there. Justin, appreciate you showing up, my brother. Love you, man. Bless your family. Sam, thank you for showing up too. Bless your family. D Cheese, thank you for showing up and bless your family too. And
same thing to you, brother.
man.
Oh yeah,
brothers. It's a solution on everything that you do out there. All you got to do is find somebody, ask them, keep asking, and keep asking, man. Because there's somebody out there that do love you, man. And I have faith in brothers that they can make this happen. I want brothers to be able to. Actually, I want black brothers to be able to break this mold or this curse that black men can't get married or black men can't do it. We can do anything that we want, man. All we gotta do is set our mind to it and love. And you got 4 examples right here speaking on 7 Mile Radio. It's a way, man. All we gotta do is just apply it, man. If you love that woman, just love her, man. On the Detroit Stand Up Podcast. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next Monday. Peace.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile